I was doing behavior and motivation in games last term, and we were tasked with designing for an accessibility group. We chose blind people and designed a playable radio show. The teacher was grumpy that I didn't tell her more about the mechanics, but by then I'd realized something important. For some reason, blind games aren't a thing. In fact, many forms of modern entertainment and many forms of modern interaction simply ignore people who can't see it. From our research, we found that while there are large blind communities, and you'll even find blind gamers on YouTube playing games like Call of Duty and Mortal Kombat and even sports games, the number of games that specifically don't require players to be able to see the screen, well, it numbers less than 20. And really, there's no reason for that, and it's time that changed. In fact, blind games, it turns out, are real. When you remove the screen, everything a game engine needs to work can also be represented in the browser. And that was when the lightning bolt hit. See, I was raised in an African village and have always been partially deaf, so making a difference has been something close to my heart, and suddenly here is a project that's small enough to prototype quickly and modular enough to scale to epic proportions. This is exciting, folks. This is Project Playcast. Playing off of the renaissance of modern platforms, it is a front-end interface to create a playable podcast, a back-end to store it, and a player to experience it. From there, we can share our experience with friends who can remix that or join in and create their own. Our platform treats interactivity as a spectrum. If you just want to make a podcast, you can do that. Our goal is to create a new storytelling paradigm that connecting all the pieces needed to create your perfect audio experience, from audio sample providers in a marketplace to tools that allow one to map out branching stories easily. From collaborating with friends to inserting and connecting to outside media, by the time we're done, a playcast will be a universe of content to explore. Essentially, we figured out how to make this happen. Amazon Alexa, play Skyrim. Well, not Skyrim, obviously, that's licensed, but you get the point. Monetization will be an ongoing topic, but there are many bands we can pursue. It's a question of who pays and how much we push growth. Our goal with the market is to start small and get the fundamentals in place while growing our user base gradually by pulling from similar or adjacent communities. I've connected with the editor of the Melbourne magazine, who is in the process of writing a short pilot episode which we'll use to create a playable podcast with blind constituents in collaboration with the City of Melbourne, who she's offered to set up connections with when we're ready later this year. We've just started. We formed our team a week ago, right after finding out about this pitching competition. We're in the process of building the front end and back end. Folks, this is the interactive revolution people have been predicting for ages. We need your advice and support to make the magic happen. I can't stress enough that we're starting small, and everything on the roadmap is actually very, very doable.